Now, the bank is not lending you money because a banking license allows them to purchase securities. Let me use that word again. They're purchasing securities from you. So when somebody says, Farzin, how do they create money out of thin air? The money did not exist in the first place. Let's say, Paul, you and I agree on you want to sell a house and I'm going to buy it off you. Now, we're going to just work a simple example of $1 million house that you own and you want to sell. So I go to a bank and I say, I want a home loan. I want to buy this house for $1 million. I'm happy to pay a 20% deposit. So I'm coming up with $200,000 up front, but I need a loan of $800,000. So the bank looks at all my stuff, looks at my income and expenses and says, can you service this mortgage? I say, okay. So let's say they approve it. Now what they do is they create a loan contract and offer letter. When I sign that loan contract and offer letter, remember in the very first week, we talked about a promissory note.
Yep.
So now I have signed a loan contract, which is a promissory note that I, Farzin Irani, promise to pay the bank $800,000 plus interest over the next 30 years. The bank takes that document, puts it on its asset side because that is a future income flow to the bank for the next 30 years. It's purchased my security because remember, I've given them a promissory note. We talked about gold and promissory notes. This is a promissory note that becomes essentially a security backed by a residential property. They put it on their asset side because they're getting income cash flows for the next 30 years. And now, because I have a bank account with that bank, remember, when I say create money out of thin air, they don't really do anything. They just credit my account with $800,000 to now go and settle the property. So they have $1 million, they have a loan contract on their asset side. And on the other side, they have a liability to me for $800 because they purchased the security. So they owe me $800,000 now, right? Because I gave them a promissory note.
Right.
So now they just credit my account with $800,000 to buy a house. And then I distribute it back to you and you've got that. So it is out of thin air. They cannot create that money till you don't sign that loan contract. And that is why I think last week I touched on a certain few things. I said, don't think that the banks are the bad, well, not the bad institutions. But if I didn't go to the bank and I did not have the need to buy the house and I did not feel the FOMO, fear of missing out because house prices are only going in one direction, without me signing the loan contract, they don't have that ability to put it on the asset side to then credit my account with $800,000 to pay you.
So it never existed before you signed that paper.
Loan contract. Exactly. So this is how money is created out of thin air.